Hey there, you've made it to day 7. And today, actually, yesterday, we talked about God calling us for a mission. That Jesus was standing at the shorelines, picking up his disciples, calling each one by name. And he does the same thing for us. He calls us to a mission, to join him, to go out and be disciples, to make disciples, to be an example of his love in the world. And so today, we're going to reflect on, actually, today's scripture is about Jesus sending the disciples out, 2 by 2, giving them their walking paper, saying, hey, go out there, be a light to others, shine on them, tell them about the gospel message, just be gracious and grateful for all the things that you have and that you are given. And so he's giving us our walking papers too. Say, hey, get out there, do what you got to do, but be grateful, be thankful for all the things that you've been given. And so our reflection is to think about the times when we go along with the popular vote, even though we disagree, or when we do things that we know are wrong and we do them anyway because that's what everybody else is doing. How often do we neglect doing what we know is the right thing to do because we don't want people to judge us? And that's kind of a tough thing to think about. But when we are walking the walk and talking the talk as disciples, sometimes we're going to need to go against the grain. We're going to need to be what Matthew Kelly calls countercultural. And so that is the reflection for today, is for us to think about how many times do we give in and not stand up for what it is that we believe in. I believe that it's Malcolm X that said, if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for everything, or something to that effect. So what is it that we are going to stand up for? What are we going to need to go against the grain on sometimes because of our faith? So today, that's our reflection. And you're going to have a lot of time to really be able to think about it, because today is a stretch day, or a day of rest for those on level 1. So those of us that are in level 2 and 3, you're going to be doing some yoga and stretching. That's a really good time to really focus inwardly, to focus on our bodies, focus on our breath, get us connected to God through that breath, and get our minds thinking about, okay, what is it that we are going to, go to the mat for? Are we going to stand up for what it is that we believe in? Do we have the strength to do that? And if there are times when we haven't, why didn't we? What is it that kept us from speaking the truth that we know that is taught to us through Scripture? So a lot to think about. I know it's pretty heavy for day 7, but let's celebrate. This is the end of week 1. So just think about the things that you've done this week. Consider looking back on some of the progress. I know it's just a week and it may be itty bitty, but how does it feel? Reflect on those things too. Make sure you're keeping up with the journal and writing the things that you want to remember about this challenge. I'll continue to pray for you this week, and I'm so proud of you. Thanks, guys.